Good afternoon, Professor. My name is Beverly Sangalang, and I'm here to present you my Cajita. So this is the top lid of my Cajita box, and I specifically put flowers because I feel like flowers represent how I look at life. It's colorful, vibrant, and it looks happy. As a person, I'm a bubbly person, and it resonates. Now moving to symbols. For the first symbol that I have the Virgen de Guadalupe. And I specifically use this image because studying the Chicano class, it made me realize how important it is to go back to your culture and heritage. And Virgen de Second symbol for me is this book, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, and he is one of my favorite author. But I specifically like this book and my go-to book actually for whenever I feel lost or need motivation or need an answer, how to motivate myself, how to move on with life, and how to gain knowledge while exploring myself too and my consciousness. So for the second symbol, I feel like this book resonates me. It is my being. Now going for the third symbol, the south side, which is the will to act. I put a picture of my parents because they are my inspiration. Every time I want to be generous or be kind to anyone, I always think of them. I think they are the reason why I know how to help others. They are the reason why I'm willing to do stuff, good deeds for other people. They're my inspiration. The fourth symbol that I have is a heart-shaped flag of Philippines and America. It represents of how I'm feeling right now. I consider myself a Filipino American now because I just realized I've been in America for 21 years, longer than I've been in the Philippines. And because I've been here so long, I adapted to the American way of life while also practicing the Filipino ways of life. So I cannot say 100% pure Filipino at heart no more, but I could say that it's still there along with my American ways. So for me, being Filipino and American Philam is a better description of what I am. Now for the bottom of my box, I picked this quote. Happiness is only real when shared by Christopher McCandles. He actually died looking for happiness in Alaska. And he realized that you can only find happiness when you share it with other people. So this particular quote reminded me of family because no matter where I am, even if it's like abroad, if I don't share my happiness, my triumphs, even the bad days, good and bad days, with the people that I love, it doesn't mean anything. So for me to be able to find happiness, you should always share it with other people, whether it's family, immediate or not, like not blood related. It should always be shared and multiply with other people. And now we're opening my cajita to show you what's inside. On the northern side, I have Tezcatlipoca, and it's a self-reaction. And the first question is, how does the class relate to your personal life or those around you? So my answer to that question is, this class validated the stories I used to hear from older people about the adversities during Spanish colonization. Knowing other ethnicities went through the same thing made me understand why they refused to embrace the Western culture. In my family, it's essential to pass on the tradition, and although we are living here in the US, we must not forget where we came from. because that is the core of our being, which makes us diverse and unique. What has distracted you from knowing your true self and the reality of social structures that are oppressed? What distracted me from knowing my true self was finding a place to fit in where I could be accepted just the way I am without changing myself too much. I was 18 years old when I came to the United States and struggled to make real connection. I often found myself adjusting, hiding my real identity, and adapted the American lifestyle because it's easier to make friends that way. Taking this class taught me to embrace my own culture and to continue to accept it along with the new ones I become acculturated with. Now, down to the south side, we have the Witchley Pochly, or the will to act. What positive, creative, and practical actions can you take to make a difference? So last April, I actually joined an AAPI group to get more involved and connect with people with the same background as I do, to stand against racism. The hate crimes against my people made me get out of my comfort zone and get more into supporting the Asian communities by supporting local businesses and looking through different activities our group could participate to spread awareness and grow our community. One of our goals is to represent where we came from and embrace our identity by sharing our culture through food, history, our struggles, and how we cope with it to enlighten those who need support that they are not alone. How will you make a difference? So for right now, I have the skill of teaching basic accounting and tax. And through the AAPI group, I volunteered my free time to be part of the Mentor Mentee program. Through this program, I can help someone who is interested in our field and share my knowledge on how to create their personal budget, save money, and advise how they could start their journey if they're interested in the field. Going to the west side of my box, which is Quetzalcoatl, or precious knowledge. What three key points did you acquire from this course? The three key points I acquired from taking Chicano studies are the culture and heritage of the Mexicano people, the struggles they went through from Spaniards and Anglos, the importance of regaining their strength and reclaiming their legacy for future generations. What are the key pieces of knowledge you've gained from class? Learning the true history through the eyes of Chicanos and Mexicanos humbled me, and I valued my roots due to it. The Philippines, where I came from, also experienced colonization, but I didn't understand how tragic the situation was until I discovered it happened to another ethnicity. It made me think of how much influence the Spaniards and Americans left, and it shouldn't be that way. Taking this class made me appreciate my heritage, and I will make sure to pass it along to my niece and nephews. Now to the east side of my box, which is the Shipei Totec, or the transformation. Question is, how does a newfound knowledge and self-reflection process shift your consciousness and understanding of self and society? Well, the newfound knowledge gave me an understanding of why people need the community and a strong support from other people who went through the same adversities. Reflecting on it allowed me to dive deeper into my thoughts and feelings and push me to take steps to be proactive and join and explore areas where I could share my skills and empower others. I am acculturated. My family humbled me and still practice our culture and tradition here in America. But at the same time, I enjoy America's freedom, like the Western life's freedom. And I am in love with the sense of being one with the family that my Filipino roots bring. My cultural identity today, I am a Filipino American. I was born in the Philippines and migrated to the United States 21 years ago. I was 18 back then, And as I grow older, I welcome the American lifestyle and practice it along with my Filipino heritage. For my middle box, I picked these pictures with me because they are the people who either inspire me, my heart, and are always behind me. So the first one is a picture of my sister-in-law, myself, and my husband when we went to Vegas. I picked her because she's one of the thoughtful person that I know in my life, and I am just grateful to have her with me. The one here at the bottom is a picture of me as a like a toddler maybe with all my tias from the Philippines, and it's part of my past that I am so glad that I experienced. I think they are all powerful women, and they continue to support me, and I love them very much. This one here is a picture of my trip with my husband to London when we went there, and it's special for me because uh going on a trip with him on this one made me discover myself too, like what I like to do, what I see our future would be. So it's important for me. The one in the middle is a picture of my whole family with my late grandma. For me, family is the core. Family is everything. I do everything for my family, and they do the same for me. So for me, they are my inspiration and my motivation and my happiness. And over here are a picture of my friends who are always there for me whenever life gives me challenges or whenever I'm happy. They are also the people who are always supportive and give me sound advice. If I'm making a bad decision, they are not afraid to tell me that. And if I'm making a good decision, they're always there to cheer me up as well. So there you go. This is the Cajita box that I created. I hope you enjoyed it.